and welcome to the SciFirst Movie Talk episode. So I am back here today doing another haul, this time round with everything I got in the month of January 2021. Starting a brand new year with a brand new haul. Not quite as big as the one in December, however. That was quite phenomenal, I think, even from by my standards. But yeah, I mean, there's a few bits and bobs I've got this month that I thought I would share with you all, as I have been doing. It's a fairly decent series. I've been enjoying kind of sharing with you what I've been getting and my thoughts and things over what I'm looking forward to doing in the next few months with the channel, with the reviews and things and the games. So yeah, so just thought I'd run that by you. So I'm going to start off again like I usually do with maybe the films, the DVDs and stuff. I don't actually have any DVDs. Films that I've got this time around. It's all just Blu-rays. I've got a couple of TV series though, which does include one DVD, and some games for the Xbox 360, which was just recently unboxed on the channel. So they're actually for the Kinect, so that was to kind of mix things up, but we haven't played with the Kinect as it stands, so we thought we'd get a few games for that. So the very first one that I got, that I'm going to show you is this one, which is Onward. Absolutely fantastic Pixar movie. We've actually seen it at the cinema. It was one of the last things we actually got to see at the cinema before they basically shut everything down last year in the United Kingdom, and they really haven't had anything since. The cinemas have practically all but shut down now as it stands. They reopened for a little bit over the course of last year, but yeah, this and Sonic the Hedgehog was two of the last films that we actually got to see just before everything went to the, well, yeah, went to the dogs. But yeah, Onward. So I've got that on Blu-ray 3D. Actually reviewed this, so I won't be reviewing this on the channel again. So you can catch that review. It's, if you search for it on the channel, you will find it. But yes, Onward, fantastic animation. Then we have a film that I have no idea. It's called Turbo Kid, but I have actually seen some parts, not parts of it, but some write-ups and sort of synopsis of it. It actually sounds pretty decent. So this is actually for a review request from one of my subscribers. So you'll see this fairly soon, hopefully. Yeah, I think it's like Mad Max on a BMX, it says. So I am looking forward to it. I did actually think when the request came through that it was actually going to be like Spy Kids. I was like, okay, somebody's requested Spy Kids. But no, this one, apparently this is a Blu-ray contains added gore. Sounds right up my street. So yes, Turbo Kid on Blu-ray. Then we've got a couple of oddities, really. I went to one of our local shops, which is a 99p or below store. 99 or below. Basically a pound store, if you like. And got a couple of real cheap DVDs just to kind of pad out the collection. So I actually got St. Trinian's and St. Trinian's The Legend of Fritton's Gold on Blu-ray. Literally £1 each. I couldn't go wrong. I mean, they're not entirely the best films in the world. I actually do love the original St. Trinian's movies, the black and white ones. These two are the remakes. I don't have them in my collection at all, so I thought, well, it was easy enough to bolster that up. So yes, St. Trinian's and St. Trinian's 2, essentially The Legend of Fritton's Gold on Blu-ray. Then I have, and don't judge me, Sex and the City, the movie. It's got to complete my collection. I have Sex and the City on DVD, the series. I don't have the movie, so I had to get it. It was £1. You know, it completes the collection, and that sometimes I've got to do that, even if the films or things aren't that good. It just is, the OCD in me has to get them. So yeah, you don't mind when it's just as cheap as chips, do you? Then I have Space Chimps 2. So I actually do have the original Space Chimps. So this is, I haven't seen Space Chimps 2. I've only seen Space Chimps 1. It was good fun, to be fair. It is actually in 3D. Now you'd think with all the modern tech and everything, it would be in Blu-ray 3D. No. This one goes old school. This is in what they call Animaglyph 3D, which is the old blue and green or blue and red kind of glasses that you would put on. So yeah, it comes with those. So just so that you know what I mean, in case you haven't actually seen that kind of 3D before, I need to take my glasses off. They're not really built for people with glasses on. I'm like blind. But anyway, so that's what you have to sit there and watch them with the old Animaglyph red and blues on. It's a very different experience. There's a few films like this that use these. So you've got like Friday the 13th Part 3. I don't think there's a Blu-ray 3D copy of that, but I actually have an American version that uses the Animaglyph glasses in the same fashion. I believe there's different variants as well, so not all the glasses are transferable to the different films and things like that. Freddy, The Final Nightmare, that one as well, as a 3D segment at the back. Or Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead, I think it is, not The Final Nightmare. Or is it The Final Nightmare, Freddy's Dead? Is it the 6th one, something like that? It has a 3D section at the back end. So yeah, so imagine sitting there. I mean, people used to sit in the cinema wearing these. It's a bit kitsch, innit, you know? A bit odd, and I am like trying to focus and I just can't. So normally what I would do is if I'm doing this, I would have to put my glasses over the top, and it looks right weird. But essentially, yeah, you have to sit there like that with your eyes kind of blared out to try and get the 3D coming at you. But yeah, it's good for a laugh, you know? Just bear with me a second while I put my glasses back on. There we go. Well, I can see again. Right. So, all good fun, innit? So, I also got Bones. As you probably, if you've been following these, you'll know that we've been watching Bones just recently. So, this is the 12th season. That now finishes it completely off. We have now watched, in fact, we've watched this just the other day. We've now watched all the Bones. What a fantastic series. Like I said before, I think it's like a lighter version of like CSI, that kind of thing. But it ends pretty well. I enjoyed that. A bit of a shame that it ended, really. Now I've got to find something else. So in that, we have... here we go. So we've also been watching American Horror Story. So we're up to now Roanoke. So this is where we are now. I've heard this one ain't the best, but again, part of the collection. I've got to try. I've got to go. I've got to get it. So we're going to give it a blast and see what it's like. But yes, American Horror Story Roanoke on Blu-ray. And then we have a show called The Quest. Well, not called The Quest. It's actually called The Librarians, in actual fact. It actually stars the guy out of Noah Quayle, it is, I think, or Noah Whale. Yeah, out of that Steven Spielberg produced alien thing. Fallen Skies, that's it. So he's actually out of that, who's in this, partly anyway. So it's actually based on 3 movies that the guy was in, called The Librarian. So this is actually the 2nd season. We've watched the 1st season. It's a bit of a camper version, let's say maybe a cross between Buffy and Doctor Who. Somewhere in the middle of those two, you know? But yeah, so it's actually called The Librarians. This is The Quest. It's a German copy because they're the only ones that kind of seem to have it on Blu-ray for a reasonable price. And it's the Staffel 2. So yeah, Series 2, that one is. So yeah, very interesting. So... But it is in English. We've double-checked and we have watched it in English. And it's an American show. It just must have been big in Germany for some reason. So that's that. So that's all like the Blu-rays and the DVDs. And then just to kind of finish off, we've just got a couple of Xbox 360 games. So we've got Disneyland Adventures. Because why not, you know? Can't go to Disneyland. So we'll bring them to the Kinect instead. So we'll give them a blast. It looks pretty good fun. Give that one a blast. Then we've got Rabbids Alive and Kicking. We love the Rabbids on the Wii. So, you know, we're dying to try it out and see what the Kinect has to offer. So, yes, Rabbids. Not very film related, but fun nonetheless. And finally, just to finish off, we have Kinect Star Wars. Why not? Who doesn't want to yield the lightsaber, you know? So if that's what we get to do, we're all up for that. So yeah, so that's the haul, if you like, for January. I'm interested to see quite a lot of what we've got there. Some of it obviously just completes the collection. It's probably not going to get more than one view in, but it's there. You know, I keep looking around for the bargains. But yes, that's the end, really. That's it. That's all I've got. So if you've enjoyed the episode, I hope you have. If you have, please leave a like. Please do hit that subscribe button for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, and other movie-related content. Absolutely loved having you here at SciFirst Movie Talk, and I would definitely love to have you back. But most of all, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.